I can't work with this chick, man. I can't fucking do it. I'm telling you. I can't fucking do it. This is the closest the show has ever come to ending. I swear to fucking God.
You're gonna make me fucking pray to Jesus.
This bitch right here. I guess you're probably in this direction on your version of the video. I don't know which way it goes.
That way.
But
That
this
way to
way,
you.
okay.
You're
You're
to your right.
you're this way?
I'm to your right. Yes.
So this way then. Okay.
Yes.
This motherfucker over here. we we should have started this recording about a half hour
I
ago.
mean, we could have started it much earlier, but
Hey, that's a different situation.
someone needed
Okay.
mommy to come pick him up from work.
I did not need mommy to come pick me up. Mommy offered to pick me up, and I said yes, do that. And then she did not get my text that said yes, do that. And I was stranded at work for a while.
Okay. All right. I see how it is.
So, but we get here and we start getting set up. And I remember that earlier in the week, I received a direct message from Alex that I did not bother interacting with at the time, but I figured I would have to address when the day came, and the day has come. That she had changed the background from last week to a static image of clouds that were not moving at all. And I was like, Alex, why have you done this? This makes no sense. Well, it looked perfectly fine before. And what I come to figure out through fucking hurdle jumps of conversation is that Alex can't fucking live. Alex goes into a catatonic state, unable to function if she does not have at least 3 monitors at all times. She cannot live. She cannot breathe. She actually breathes the fumes that come out of all 3 of her monitors. She actually breathes them, and they have to be able to be used freely, or those fumes don't get shot out correctly. Alex will die if she does not have proper access to all 3 monitors at all times. She'll fucking just keel over like a Thanos snap. She just fades into dust. So we're sitting here, we're trying to figure out. Alex wants her gay little Colo Chew graphic behind her, and wants to access which I cannot even see at all. It's just a fucking glare in the camera at this point. It's just a blue glow, but
That's unfortunate.
but which is weird because I saw it before.
Yeah, I don't know why
Is it
it's not
just-
working right now.
It's just like, did the lighting change outside? Maybe, I don't know, but
Probably. I don't know.
But anyway, so this whole time with we just got into this whole fucking not hour, but like half hour fight because Alex refuses to fucking give up one of her monitors so she could put the right background up. But I guess she finally did it. And what I realized is she was actually right about the background being bad. But before I could put that properly into words, she was like, "When are you gonna start?" And I got mad that she said that, so I forgot. So now the background sucks on purpose, and it's my fault. But
What's wrong
it's
with the
Alex's
pink clouds?
fault.
That's what you wanted from last week.
You were right about the loop.
Motherfucker! I knew I was fucking right about the
right
goddamn
about the
fucking
loop.
looping.
You were
It bothered
totally
the
right
shit
about
out of
the
me the
loop.
entire time we were fucking doing it last week, which is why I wanted to switch it. This is why I put a static image, because I don't have to
No,
fucking
but
deal with the
that's
static image.
much worse.
And then I'm like, oh, I'll go find some YouTube videos of clouds. Found the perfect one, had it on loop, and you were like, no, where's the other one?
Because the YouTube video would buffer.
It's not gonna fucking buffer. I'm running OBS, have video with Discord. I have Google Chrome open. It's not gonna buffer. My computer
Okay.
is good enough to make it not buffer. I've never had a YouTube video buffer before.
That's a lie. There's not a human being on this planet who's never had a YouTube video buffer before.
Not on this computer.
No. You could have the fucking top level government supercomputer and you would still deal with YouTube buffering on occasion.
Look.
You could have fucking Elon Musk's programming computer and YouTube videos would buffer.
You stupid motherfucker. You need to fucking listen to me next time. I'm gonna fuck
Listen,
with every single fucking
about
setting
it.
on here, and it's gonna be completely different from what we're doing this week. All right?
This is awful, actually.
What do you mean
You were
awful?
entirely. I was just so mad at you that I refused to understand that you were correct, and now I
I'll
understand
switch it
just
back
how
to the
correct
static
you truly
image.
were.
I'll put the fucking static image back. You want
Fine, put
something
the
else?
static image back. Put the fucking static image back. God damn it. Fine.
Is that better?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Do I have anything else I can put up there?
No, no, no. We're not fucking live dealing with this on the show. Put the fucking static image up there, and fucking leave it.
Oh, it's gone. I don't have it. Shit.
Oh my fucking god. God damn it.
Shit.
Fucking god. Welcome to
fine.
Detour Ahead,
Welcome
everyone.
to Detour Ahead. We're gonna leave it like this. You'll probably see a new background next
No,
week.
it's gonna be so bad. You were so right.
I'm not streaming it to you, so how do you know that it's bad?
Cause you showed it to me before. I understand that it loops, and that's terrible that happens.
Anyway, it's fine.
No, find
It's
the
fine.
image. You gotta find it, dude. We're talking about Smash Bros.
What?
Was that was a deep cut old reference to Pixels. I don't even know if I'm saying it right. If you recall, one of my top Riely shitling moments, the sleepy goblin, as I used to call him, when I tried to operate when I was tired back in the day, it would bring out this mischievous side of me where I just wanted to make everyone around me suffer in any way I could. And one of the ways I did this was when me, Alex, and Gingy were planning for Pixels. I started fighting them hard for a topic I wanted to do instead of what they wanted to do. And that fight lasted for, I think, over an hour.
Okay.
And then we started the podcast, and if you'll recall, it was common for me to be the one who introduced the topic. Gingy would ask me, Riely, what are we talking about today? And I would say what we were talking about. And I believe the topic you guys wanted was Smash Bros. And I don't remember what the topic actually was, and what I wanted. But we got to Riely, what's the topic today? And I said Smash Bros. After arguing against it for like 2 hours, and you all were not pleased.
I think I do remember that. Oh, I do remember that. That was frustrating as shit.
These are the types of shenanigans I used to get into, folks, in my youth.
It's just
back when I was young and spry.
Frustrating. Look, I'll mess with this later. I have another image that's better than the fucking Windows 95 or whatever I had before, all right?
Wait, now you do?
Yes, I do.
Okay, I'm gonna trust that this is good, what you have.
It's a road with some clouds.
Okay.
It's a little pixelated. Oops. Oh well. Fuck it. I don't
God
care.
damn it.
I don't fucking care. This is what it is for now.
Jesus Christ.
This is what it is for now. Jesus Christ. We're gonna fix this later, alright? We'll fix it later. Let's get on with the podcast.
Okay.
With your
Jesus
stupid
Christ.
fucking autism.
My autism?
Your autism?
Your autism got us to this mess in the first place. This guy wrote me into this. Well, this guy wrote me into this.
I'll just blackface myself and just end the podcast right now.
Just comes out with the black face paint. No, don't do it. Just starts putting it on slowly. No, Alex, stop. You could still make the other side of your face gold and say you were doing a sports thing. Don't pass the 50% line. No.
We're gonna do the 51.49%. Just over the nose.
Racist.
It's not racist.
Racism. Bias against our fellow man for the color of their skin, Alex. How disgusting.
Look, it's
disgusting. Right. Disgusting.
Who are you to judge me?
I'm the most unracist man on the planet.
Unracist. Okay.
I'm the most not racist on the world. And you better fucking understand. I love black people.
Riley, what have you been doing this week? You stupid fucking idiot.
I almost died last night.
Oh, right. You told me about this. What happened?
So last night, I'm on the Riely Loses program, with JetBat. And we have recently introduced a step goal of 9,000 steps a day, which I'm not hitting today, by the way. This is going to be a failure. The 9,000 steps a day. And last night I was almost there. And I didn't want to loop around when I got home because you were recording the Dickheads podcast and I wanted to get that done. So afterward I was like, okay, I don't have that many steps left. There's a gym in Pokemon Go down the street that I've taken over before, but those fucking Team Piss Zapdos bastards took it back. So I gotta go down there and rep some Team Valor colors. And then I will head home, and that will put me more than enough over my step goal.
Okay.
So I start heading to this Pokemon gym. And as I'm walking there, I hear a woman yell, and she's walking toward me. So I'm like, what the fuck? And in retrospect, I don't think this woman was after me at all, but she definitely freaked me the fuck out. She just eventually she walked by me, and she was just mumbling to herself curse words and talking about how somebody's gonna die tonight. And I'm like, oh fuck. So I kind of hide behind a sign and wait for her to walk farther away. And then I take over the Pokemon gym single-handedly, despite the fact that there's 8 Pokemon guarding it, because I'm a fucking boss.
There's only 6.
You don't know how many there were.
You can only put a maximum of 6 in the Pokemon gym.
Oh, you're right. It was
fucking
6
nerd.
then. Okay, you're the nerd. You know how many Pokemon you can put in a fucking Pokemon gym.
I play every fucking day. Every single day I play.
Yeah, you're the nerd for that, not me for not knowing that.
Because I deliver for a living, so I'm in a car and I go to multiple college campuses, so I'm just driving around in circles, spinning Pokestops all day.
College campuses are fucking amazing for Pokemon Go. I remember, I feel like I've talked about this before. Holy shit, did the LED on this go out a little bit?
A little bit.
I've had this headset since 2020. It's fucking insane that it still works.
I've had this one for a while.
This is the longest I've ever maintained a piece of equipment such as this. But anyway, so I take over the Pokemon gym. I head back. I run into that woman again. I avoid her again. And I start to head home. I start heading down the road to home. Now, on the road to home, and I walk by this to and from work every day, there's a house with a pit bull. And that pit bull, seemingly at least, is very vicious, because it barks at me very aggressively. Every time I walk by, I can hear the spit fly from its mouth as it barks at me. It follows me from one side of the fence to the other as I walk by. This dog seems like it's out to get me, but it's always behind a fence. I go and walk by this house. Alex, guess who's fucking standing in front of the fence? Not leashed in any way.
The dog. Did you
That
pet him?
dog. Did I do what?
Did you pet the dog?
Of course fucking not. I was
Aw,
afraid
you
the dog was
pussy.
gonna kill me. So it starts barking and spitting again, and I'm like, I'm like in other people's yards who I don't know at this point. I don't fucking care because I'm backing as far away as I can from this fucking dog, slowly walking backward away from it and backward and sideways, trying to create distance. As I turned a corner. And I feared for my life in that moment very vividly.
You're a fucking pussy. You should have went up to the dog.
Oh yeah, Alex, the great idea. It's not like pit bulls have ever killed people before.
It's a great fucking idea. What are you talking about?
Pit bulls, the historically great dogs, but a few of them pretty mean. I've met many pit bulls I enjoy.
Sweethearts. You should. I can't. You just wanted a hug. I can't believe
Some
that you would
some
just
of which,
ignore
some
this
of
dog.
which I'm sure are good people.
Can't believe you'd ignore a dog. Dog hater over here. Doesn't even like dogs. Can't believe it.
Honestly, I've thought when it was behind a fence, I've thought about like walking up there and seeing if it would let me pet it.
Well, if it's behind the fence, that's not your dog.
I know, but it was like barking
dog.
at me. So I thought I would
Don't
just
touch
like put
the
my hand
fucking dog
out,
if it's behind
let
the
it
fence.
sniff. Let it sniff. Trying to stop it from barking. Let it sniff and then pet a little bit if it's okay with that. To get it to shut the fuck up, but I never did that, and then it's outside of the fence, and I'm like, oh god, scary creature. So yeah, I almost died last night, so that's cool. Other than that, pretty regular, pretty normal stuff.
How's work been?
Work's been okay. Work's been okay.
I'm not playing on my phone. I'm pulling up notes.
Okay, I understand.
I'll show my phone right now if you want me to. I know you have a problem with that.
I don't need you to show your phone. I guess I've talked about this on the other shows, but this happened. I haven't talked about this on Detour Head. I did go to a live show. I went to Who Are These Podcasts live last Friday night, so that was cool.
Anything you want to say about it? I know you talked about it over on Dickhead's podcast. So
very fun show. I'm glad I went out for it. Got to meet some celebrities. Got to meet some fellow fans. There was a guy there who kept giving me free beer. Shout out to that guy. Shout out to the fat guy in the green shirt who kept giving me free beers. I love that guy. But yeah, it was a good show. Went to the bar afterward, had a good time. I ate some weed Rice Krispies treats before the show. And that made it also enjoyable, especially with all the fucking like lights around. That was fun. Good show.
good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Funny guy, that Carl, and all of his wacky friends.
None of them have come to Ohio. Nobody wants to come to Ohio and do anything.
Who wants to fucking go to? No human being wants to go to Ohio.
No road rage.
The government wants to kill Ohio. You know how many fucking chemical trains have crashed there? There's something going on.
At
least two. In very quick succession. It was very suspicious.
Yeah, it was within a month or two, but that's because they're not paying people enough to do their jobs, so they're just not doing them at all. So.
Or maybe the government wants to kill Ohio. That's what I think. That's my theory. That's just a theory. An Ohio theory. Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, Matt Pat's officially retired now.
That happened a while
ago. He's officially gone. I know, but I don't think we ever talked about it on here. I think we talked about it when he announced he was gonna do it, but now he's actually gone.
We lost the legend. It's very sad.
We did.
I know the internet's gonna explode when Markiplier just goes and puts a video out. Yeah, I'm done with this shit. I've been doing this for almost 11 years. I'm done. I don't want to do this
I mean, he's about to. Isn't he directing a film or is he starring in a film?
Directing an actual film.
Okay.
Iron Lung, I believe it's called.
Okay, he's directing that. Is he directing and starring? Because I thought I knew he was starring, but I
He's
didn't know if he was
directing it. He's
directing.
making the entire movie himself.
Okay.
I'm not sure if he's starring in it, but I mean, he did In Space with Markiplier, and that almost he was nominated for an Emmy for that.
Yeah, that's fair. That's true. I didn't know that show got an Emmy nominated. Was that show really good?
In Space with Markiplier? It's a choose your own adventure.
I never heard anything about like any of the YouTube Premium shows that was like exciting. Like I've never heard anybody talk about fucking Scare PewDiePie. I've never heard anybody talk about In Space with Markiplier. I've never heard anybody talk about Good Game with the Game Grumps. I never even bothered to watch it when I had Premium,
In
even though I
Space with
like those
Markiplier is
guys.
good.
I've,
It's a
I've never
choose
heard
your own
anybody talk
adventure.
about it.
So he put up like a whole bunch of videos and like did individual scenes. And then at the end of the scene, you could choose to either like open the door or don't open the door, and that would lead you down a whole brand new path of videos.
Did you know? I swear to God, I woke up in an alternate dimension where this was real because I feel like I would have had to have heard about it in passing because I know about all the weird internet shit that happens. Like, if I like somebody on the internet, I probably know like all there is to know about them. Did you know Smosh had a fucking sitcom on YouTube Premium? Because I didn't, and it was many years ago.
Sounds familiar.
It was like a Chuck E. Cheese. I think it was like an office style thing, but they work at a Chuck E. Cheese. Or like a, like a funny rat or whatever, like a Chuck E. Cheese ripoff of some sort.
I've definitely heard of something like that. I didn't think it was. I didn't know it was Smosh, but I've definitely seen like a video or two.
Let me look this up. Smosh YouTube Premium
You have to look that up now.
sitcom. I want to know what it's called and what it's about, if I'm remembering it correctly. Was it not YouTube Premium? Am I making this up? What the fuck? Okay, I did not have a fever dream about this. Okay. It's called Part Timers. It had 2 seasons. It does not even seem to have a Wikipedia article or like any information about it, even though it had 2 seasons. Here's the IMDb. That's the best we have. Okay, yeah. Pork E Pines. Yeah, it's a Chuck E. Cheese parody. I gotta watch that shit. I can't believe that I just completely did not know about that. It came out in 2016. It got a second season. How did I never hear about it? Scare PewDiePie never got that second season. Rest in peace.
I have no
He
idea
said
what
too.
you're talking about.
He
So
said too much on that bridge.
what the
That PewDiePie.
Baltimore's Key Bridge?
Different bridge, but there's a bridges are back in the news. PewDiePie didn't say the N word on this one, but it did collapse.
You know about the bridge though, right?
Of
The
course,
one
I
that
know
just
about the
happened
fucking
like
bridge, Alex. I'm on
like a
the
week
internet.
ago. Okay, it's
Of
like the
course I
new
know about the
hot thing to
fucking
make
bridge.
memes about. So like the shit. So you know what happened, right?
I've heard vaguely what happened.
So a big cargo ship that something happened to where they lost power multiple times, and in the video you can see the lights go on and off multiple times. And then they drop anchor because they are losing control of the ship. And by dropping the anchor, it causes the boat to like instead of going straight on, it starts to like turn, which ultimately caused them to hit one of the supports, causing the entire bridge to collapse. I think like 13 people died or some shit. I'm not sure. I don't know how many people died, but
Rest in peace, the bridge. Cheer all the woke people want to rename it or some shit.
what to what?
I don't know to what, but I guess the guy who it's named after owned slaves or something. So they're like, give it a new name when you put it back.
Just name it the Key Bridge. That's all you gotta do.
That's
It was like first name, last name, Key Bridge.
no,
Just
but
name it the
they
Key
wanted
Bridge.
no, but they're gonna name it like the Harriet Tubman Key Bridge or
I'm
something.
not gonna name it after Harriet Tubman.
They're whoever they're gonna name it after.
They tried to get Harriet Tubman on the money, and look how that turned out.
That did not turn out right. They're gonna make it the Michelle Obama Bridge.
George Floyd Bridge. Let's see what else. Speaking of shows, I got roped in to, so TikTok has been showing me the clips from this show called Upload that's on Amazon, whatever Amazon streaming service is.
Okay, what is that?
Uh, so when you die, or like right before you're about to die, you have an opportunity to sign up for to upload into the internet to like, they call it like heaven, kind of. It's like an afterlife, but it's
For sure.
online. So it's called Upload. And it's like there's like 3 seasons of this show, and it's like a comedy drama, but like more drama than comedy. And I was telling Penguin all about it, and Penguin goes, "It sounds kind of gay." And I'm like, "What kind of gay?" And she's like, "Teenage girly gay." And I'm like, "Oh." But I'm on season 3, I believe. I'm not sure if there's more episodes. It's a new show. I think it came out like a year ago or something. But it's not bad. I enjoy it. It's been taking up all of my time.
Next time I fire up the old Amazon, it will probably be for Invincible season 2, but perhaps after that, give Upload a look.
You should check it out. I mean, if you're into like dramas and stuff, and like people falling in love with each other, you might not like it, but
I fucking hate long breaks between shows, man. The thing is, like, I'm not even hating it for the same reason all the other Invincible fans are hating it. I haven't even watched the first part of season 2 because it took so long for there to be a season 2 that just Invincible completely dumped itself from my mind. Not that I don't remember it, but like I just don't think about it. So I haven't been possessed to start the second season. The same thing happened with High School Musical, the series originally. That's why I binged 3 seasons of it in like 2 weeks recently, because I watched the first season when it came out, but because it dropped right as COVID was happening, the second season took 2 years to come out instead of 1, and then I just never got around to watching it because my hype died. And the same phenomenon has occurred with Invincible. So I really need to just strap myself in and check that one out because I know I'm gonna enjoy it. I just keep blowing it off for some reason.
same
I'm really
thing with
bad
fucking Rick and Morty. I stopped watching Rick and Morty because it's like, 2 years in between every single season. I'm like, fuck you. No, I'm done with this shit. And then they got rid of Justin Roiland, and then they hired like, I think for like season 3 or 4, whenever Pickle Rick started, they hired a bunch of like liberals to come in and start writing the show. They hired a bunch of women.
They fired Justin Roiland recently, not back then.
Yeah. They fired him, which means I stopped watching.
The way you said it was implying that they fired Justin Roiland.
I said him in the wrong order.
A bunch of women.
They hired a bunch of female writers, which caused the show to start going downhill. And then they fired Justin Roiland to the point where I'm just like, I'm not gonna fucking watch this anymore.
I don't know. I haven't watched season 7 yet, but I've seen.
Dude,
like,
I didn't even know they were on 7. I stopped after like 4.
I
or
haven't seen
5?
7 yet. I haven't finished 6 either, but I'm like more than halfway through, so I'm a little bit behind, but definitely nowhere
I
close
don't
to
think I
behind as
have
you.
plans on watching this show at all. I don't know.
I
It's
still
like,
do. I think it's fine. Everything I've seen from season 7 has been great. There's some episodes I'm really looking forward to that I've seen clips from. It seems like the show is. I don't think the show has ever stopped firing on all cylinders, and it seems like
mm,
even without Justin Roiland, they're continuing to do that.
eh,
There's like a couple stinkers per season now, which wasn't the case before.
like
But other than that,
season 1 and 2, perfect, golden.
I would
Season
argue
3
season 3
was
was
like
also perfect. I think everybody
season
was
3
wrong about.
lacked what season 1 and 2 had, but it was still good on its own.
I think the
Comparatively,
first
it's not as
true.
good, but
I think the first truly bad Rick and Morty episode was the Incest Dragon episode from season 4. I think 1, 2, and 3 did not have a bad episode.
yeah, I do agree. It's been going downhill, and it's just hard to see a show just kind of drop off like that.
Yeah, it's just for me. I really think it's just like now it's just they've done so much that every once in a while one of the ideas they throw at the wall just doesn't quite work. But I still think like out of a 10 episode season, like 7 or 8 of them are pretty fucking good usually.
Mm, I don't know. We'll see.
Every season has their incest dragon. Not incest dragon. There's the incest baby. That was season 5. Season 4 had the dragon fucking.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'll get back into it, but Rick and Morty is nowhere on my radar right now. I still haven't finished Legend of Korra. I'm on book 4, and I dropped it for upload because I found it for free online. But but
I stopped Legend of Korra, a show that I pay for and am already paying for and will continue to pay for regardless, because I found this other show for free on the
I'll pay
internet.
for it. I'll
Are you
pay
not
for it.
watching it on like Paramount Plus or some shit?
No, I'm watching it on Netflix that my parents pay for.
Oh, Netflix. Okay. Oh, but your parents pay for it. Okay.
Yeah,
I didn't know it
so
was
I
on
can drop it
Netflix.
and pick it up whenever I want. I'm not gonna binge the shit out of that. I binged all of Avatar, then book 1 through 3 of Korra. I got bored with it, so I moved on to something else.
That's such a bad place to get bored of it. Aren't you one book away from being completely done with the whole thing?
Um, Let me actually
It only has 4 books, right?
let's mute the let's mute the site for now. Let's go over to let's see. There's 4 seasons. I am Oh, okay. I have 4 episodes left in the last in for the rest of Korra.
You only have 4 episodes left total and you dropped it?
I've seen it already. It was a
Just
rewatch.
fucking finish it.
It was a rewatch.
You, yeah, you rewatched the whole fucking thing, Alex. See it through. 4 episodes before the end. Come on.
Fuck you.
I thought you still had a whole season. That then at least there might be an argument. But 4 episodes.
Look. All right. It's fine. It's all right.
Are you working tomorrow?
No.
I'll watch We're watching Legend of Korra after this. I'm gonna watch the last 4 episodes of Legend of Korra, having seen none of the rest of Avatar.
No, I'm gonna watch it on my own time. I'm not watching it now. If I force myself to watch it, then it's not
I'm
fun.
forcing you to watch it. We're
I'm also
watching
in
it
the middle. I
together.
just started Big Bang Theory today.
Jesus Christ! Of all the Chuck Lorre's made plenty of good sitcoms in his day, and none of them are named Big Bang Theory.
Look.
Watch 2.5 Men. That's the good Chuck Lorre show.
I gotta message Gingy. Hold on, Gingy. Don't turn your camera on. We have video. Don't fucking turn it
Don't
on.
fuck it off. You're gonna
Don't.
fuck everything up if you
You're
do.
gonna fuck up my whole goddamn setup on OBS. Please, for the love of God, do not turn your
You see,
video on.
Gingy would not have
Please.
turned his video on, but now that we've said this, he's like got his
Please,
finger over the fucking button.
Gingy. It's almost Trans Day of, isn't it? No, it's Lesbian Day of.
You'll make
Trans?
the trans invisible if you.
No. It's Trans Day of visibility, right?
Yeah.
Trans Day of Visibility.
It'll be exciting to be able to finally see you for once.
Yeah, Trans Day of Visibility is on Easter, by the way.
What the hell?
It's this Sunday.
That's unfortunate timing.
It's really unfortunate timing. It's also funny because Easter is this Sunday, and it's, you know,
Happy Trans Day of Visibility. Let's go have dinner at our homophobic grandmother's house. Yay!
Jesus rose from the dead, and the next day is April Fool's Day.
Just kidding.
LOL, JK.
LOL. Haha. I'm just quirky little Jesus.
Quirky little Jesus.
I'm just a quirky little guy named Jesus. Hey, Dad. It's me, Jesus. I'm just a quirky little guy.
So, we got Easter coming up. You got any plans for Easter this weekend?
There's lamb in my fridge.
Lamb?
And that lamb's gonna be made. And then we're gonna eat that lamb.
I haven't had lamb in like over a decade.
Lamb is fucking choice, bro.
Dude, lamb is so good. It's just really hard to come by, and it's really
it's expensive and hard to come by.
Exactly.
But it's quickly become an Easter staple in this household. Because like either last year or 2 years ago, our roommate who moved in that day brought it with him. Because he like broke up with his girlfriend that day or something and like had made lamb already and just brought it over here. And now we have lamb again. So lamb is becoming the Easter tradition in this house.
Okay. I think
we eat babies for the day that Jesus came back.
I think me and my family are going out to lunch or something with family. That's it. Nothing super crazy.
Is lamb really from babies, or do they just call it that? Is it just sheep?
I don't know.
Like, is it really baby sheep? That seems fucked up. And there's like a vegan out there listening to this podcast who just like unsubscribed and is now horrified by us. So talk about how much we love lamb.
It is baby sheep.
That's so fucked. It's so delicious though.
It's baby sheep. So it's called lamb. If you're eating meat from an adult sheep, it's called mutton.
That's what mutton is.
It's from yeah. Lamb is from a young sheep, and mutton comes from older sheep.
Okay.
See, we learned something. See, this is an edutainment here. Edutainment. We learn something new every week here at Detour
Welcome
Ahead.
to Science Corner.
Science-based podcast.
Science-based podcast.
But nothing else, just eating lamb, just eating baby sheep with your fam.
Just eating baby sheep with the fam. That's the plan.
Are you getting an Easter basket this year?
Probably not. I don't think I've gotten an Easter basket since I was like fucking 12.
No?
No.
My parents still, I think last year we didn't, but my parents used to.
I think like my grandmother would do Easter baskets for me when I was a kid. But as I became less invested in religion, I suppose she became less invested in rewarding me for said investment in religion with tasty
See, that does
chocolates.
that does line up with how our family has been going. I thought it was just like, nah, we're not gonna do it anymore because you're almost 30, and I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. But now that you say that, that does line up a little bit. But no, we had all our family time last weekend. I actually cooked dinner for my family, for my sisters, my parents, and surprisingly, my grandpa on my mom's side came over as well. Everybody came over to my apartment, and I cooked dinner for
Wow.
everybody.
Look at you.
Everybody said it was good too. Nobody was
Oh
snooping
my
around.
god.
Nobody snooped around in the apartment. It was great. It was a good time.
Did you get fast food from Krusty Burger and disguise it as your own cooking?
No, I cooked honey garlic shrimp actually.
Did you get honey garlic shrimp from Outback and disguise it as your own cooking?
No, I mixed the marinade myself. I used honey, mixed garlic, or minced garlic, I should say, oregano, lemon juice, and soy sauce.
Ooh, okay.
I mixed it all together.
Fucking
Uh,
pinkies up over here.
yeah, it was good. I did that with some rice and mixed it all together, and it was good. Everybody said it was good. So
I just saw the Red and Stimpy GIF Gigi posted. Ren and, you could show it. You could make any frame of any like 5 seconds of Ren and Stimpy into a GIF, and it'll be funny. That whole cartoon just looks funny.
I haven't seen it. I've seen clips, but I haven't seen it.
You've never seen Ren and Stimpy?
I've
That's
never
wild.
sat down and watched a full episode. No.
Ren and Stimpy is fucking high quality shit, bro. Great show.
But let's see what else happened.
They're about to do a shitty reboot.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, well, I guess maybe I'm being too cynical by calling it shitty without it coming out, but they're doing a reboot. I don't think most, if any, of the original people are involved. Obviously, John Kay was going to be involved because he's a bad guy. But
I don't think
Bob
it's going to
Camp,
be as good as the original though. Like I haven't seen
Bob,
I've seen clips. I've never sat down and watched a full episode, but I have seen clips.
the red flag for me is I was expecting John Kay not to be involved, and I was fine with that because John Kay was only involved in the first two seasons of Ren and Stimpy anyway, and season 3 and 4 are just as good. But Bob Camp, who was the showrunner for Ren and Stimpy for season 3 and 4, is also not back, and that a little bit throws me off. So I don't know what's gonna happen here.
We'll see. I mean, I know it was a 90s show, so they got away with a lot more back then. So, we'll see.
That's true. I think it's Comedy Central though, so they're going to be able to get away with whatever they want. They're not putting it on Nick.
Okay. Okay, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But let's see what else is coming up next. We talked about the boat, I talked about dinner, Easter.
Wait, real quick, I know you got us off the Ren and Stimpy tangent, but did you ever hear about the first Ren and Stimpy reboot? That famous fiasco?
No, I did not.
Ren and Stimpy had a brief reboot in I think 2003, I want to say. It might be much later than that actually. I might have the year off, but this was before John Kay was canceled. Spike TV, who I guess is also owned by Viacom, came to John Kay and they're like, "Yo, what if you made Ren and Stimpy, but like for adults though?" And John Kay made this show called Ren and Stimpy Adult Party Cartoon, and it's infamously awful.
Is it that
It's
bad?
so fucking bad, bro.
What's so bad about it?
It's just like he's like, okay, I can do an adult show, I can do whatever I want. So the thing about Ren and Stimpy is like it's a bunch of like disgusting gross out humor, but it was on Nickelodeon, so they had to be like a little bit tasteful with it and kind of like make it clever. Whereas once it was the adult party cartoon, they could just like shit in each other's mouths and do whatever they want.
Yeah.
So it's just like all disgusting and depraved. And
Ugh.
there's an episode where Ren goes on a murdering spree. That one's pretty interesting. The first episode is about them being gay for
I
each
think the most
other.
recent clip I've seen is which one's Ren and which one's Stimpy?
Snippy's the goofy fat cat, and Ren is the little chihuahua.
Stimpy has like a plank of wood on his ass, and
And Ren has the saw. Yeah. That's from Adult Party Cartoon.
yeah, I've seen that. I've seen that clip before.
That's so fucking bad. It's amazing how bad he fucked that up.
That's ridiculous.
He just all he had to do was make Ren and Stimpy again, and he just didn't have to worry about the censors. But instead, he's like, I don't have to worry about the censors. I can do whatever I want. And he went much farther than he ever would have wanted to go with the original Ren and Stimpy, and it was terrible.
Yeah, you gotta put limits on yourself. You can't go all out all the time. It's too big picture.
Yeah, small picture. John K would have done well to listen to the Detour ahead model. Except for when it comes to the size of pictures of his girlfriends. That's where he shouldn't have listened to that.
What?
I think John K is a pedophile. I don't know the details of his situation.
Well, that's a heavy word to be thrown around here, buddy.
I've heard, okay, perhaps, okay.
That's a heavy word. We don't just go around calling people pedophiles.
I've heard that he's a pedophile, allegedly.
What, did he tell you?
Yeah, John K told me personally. John K came to me. He was like, "Hey, buddy, I got a secret for you."
How long ago was this?
You're not allowed to.
Is this your coming out story?
Especially on your.
Is this your way of telling the world?
I'm not gonna.
That you got molested by the guy who made Ren and Stimpy when you were a kid?
I'm not gonna.
Oh, you're gonna stop talking about it now. Okay.
I'm trying to figure out what the fucking sexual abuse allegations. In March
are you trying to see if you can't get in trouble for what you're about to say?
I'm reading from Wikipedia.
Okay.
In March 2018, former Spunko employees Robin Bird and Katie Rice told BuzzFeed News that Kricfalusi sexually harassed and groomed them while they were underage. Bird told the website that she was in a sexual relationship with Kricfalusi. That last name is terrible. It's hard to pronounce. In 1997 at age 16, and flew to California to live with him when she was 17. Rice said that Kricfalusi had. Every time I try to say that, it just throws off my entire existence. Had flirted with her and made overt sexual comments towards her starting when she was 14, and sexually harassed her when she turned 18 and began working at his animation studio, Spunko. And then more paragraphs about the same time. His lawyer confirmed that for a brief time, 25 years ago, he had a 16-year-old girlfriend. So that was admitted in court. So not looking good, John K. Not looking good. But I didn't want to make I didn't want to make a joke about getting molested by John K because there was that whole Dan Schneider documentary recently where people actually talked about how they were molested by famous people and it was real. So I didn't want to try to take that clout.
Take the clout. What do you mean take the clout?
I don't want to take the. I don't
want
to.
You're on
take
a comedy podcast. Come on here and say you were molested by the dude who made Ren and Stimpy.
I don't want to take Drake Bell's clout and say that I was molested when I was young. Have you heard about this shit?
I've been staying away from it because the more I learn about it, the more I'm just like, my mind just goes pedophile, and I'm just like, I gotta stop.
Yeah,
I don't need to be talking about pedophiles every fucking day.
I haven't watched the documentary, but I haven't been able to escape discourse about it. And
well, I mean, you're infamous about talking about pedophiles. You love talking about pedophiles, so.
Not really. I've been trying to avoid it lately, but now it's like
just stop talking about it.
It's in the news.
Ignore the
current
news.
events.
Be a Gen Z kid. Ignore the news. Get off that side of Twitter. Go start liking VTuber porn, like Mo's Diggity.
Yeah, that'll fix my algorithm.
That'll
Yes.
fix your algorithm real fucking quick. Just start watching VTuber porn. That's all you have to do to get off any side of this political bullshit. It's switch over to VTubers.
It's terrible, but I guess 4chan predicted the documentary before it happened. Not the documentary itself, but specifically one of the main points of the documentary was a known court case in which an acting coach that worked for Nickelodeon was convicted with child molestation, but the child was anonymous. And I guess 4chan had surmised previously that the victim was Drake Bell, and that was revealed in this recent documentary. So 4chan was right. They knew before we all knew. Fucking 4chan, man. 4chan is too powerful. They know too much. Did you ever hear about them finding that cat?
What cat?
There was a video of a cat being abused, and 4chan like forensically analyzed the video and doxed the guy and found the cat.
Because there's a whole bunch of top autists over there.
It was like, look at that billboard out the window. Like some like really insane shit that they found that led them to the location and identity of the people who are abusing this cat. I don't think anything really came of it. I think later it came out that like the abuse video was faked and that they never had the cat taken away or anything. But I don't know. I think it's just hearsay post 4chan finding him. We don't really know what happened after that. They know. The top autists, they can figure they're solving mysteries. You got to pay attention to 4chan. If there's a mystery out there, you got to pay attention to 4chan because they might solve it before you even thought about it.
You gotta watch out.
4chan knows all. You can never escape.
But yeah.
No. Fuck you. Son of a
I didn't
bitch.
have a chance to like move my head in front of it, alright? I was gonna get rid of the bright ass screen that was back there.
None of this fucking just turn it off then. Just turn the screen off.
Where's the fucking... No, I don't want that monitor. Oh, I fucked it all up. Okay, just...
You fucked it up. You messed it all up.
All of it. I messed it all up. All my fault.
You fucked it up. I can't believe it.
I fucked it up. I can't believe it. Anyway, we got the solar eclipse coming up too.
Yeah, you did want to talk about that today.
You know the world is ending because of it.
Yeah, I hear that they put out a lot of strange warnings about it. What the fuck is on there now?
It's supposed to be the evolutions.
Okay, it looks just like a white.
Yeah, I'm aware
blob.
It looks like a white blob. I need a better camera that can pick up light. Because this right here looks like my wall is just burning on fire. It gets worse it fucks with the camera if I turn it all the way up. Like, it will start fucking with this entire fucking room. So, I'll do it if you want me to.
Is that what was causing the weird particle effect last time, or?
No, this is new. That's the,
okay.
That's the Colochu, I have a not LED, neon sign for Colochu.
Yeah.
So that's what that's supposed to be, not like a weird angel ball of light.
Yeah, not just the fire and flames coming for you.
But that's at the lowest brightness possible. I can turn it up to 100 and you can see what happens. Do you want to see what happens?
Well, yeah, sure. Jesus Christ.
You said fix the problem with the light. You said fix your problem with the
Honestly,
lighting.
this isn't even that bad. Like, it's a little too yellow, but like, I could live with this.
I'm trying to get it because like I
I just
turned it
got.
up and you can see the background now.
I'm glad. Oh yes, that's true. That's
But if I go
true.
like this, then there's just a weird fucking sun in the background. So I just have to block it with my head.
The sun is out. Yeah, but
But
I
this
just got
does fix the
another.
light in the bedroom. It just makes it real yellow. I can't change the color, unfortunately. But
Real quick, this is a tangent, but I just want to point out I appreciate that my Breaking Bad video will live on forever because no matter how long it sits idly and the view counts don't change that much, every once in a while I am greeted with a meta comment that treats it as if it's a real game and says they remember doing something with it as a child, and then it's a steady flow of those comments. This one that I just got. I remember using cheat codes to unlock the fly contamination mini game in the laundry. Good times. I'll be getting those comments long after my death.
yeah, solar eclipse. So
My
you're
favorite
not
part of
in
the
the
game is when Hank.
Oh, yeah, go
Sorry.
ahead.
My favorite part of the game is when Hank confronted Mr. Bad on his garage and said, "It's you! You're the one breaking bad!" Very iconic moment. Thank you for that, Animation Studio TAS.
Um, what was I talking about?
Solar eclipse.
Solar
Gonna
eclipse.
kill us all.
Right,
We're
that's
all gonna die.
exactly. We're all gonna die. So there's a lot of theories going around that like the world is gonna end, or like it's like Ragnarok, or like Purge, or not Purge. What's the Christian one? Rapture. The rapture is gonna
Yeah, yeah,
happen.
yeah, yeah.
Jesus is gonna come back 22,000 years later, and we're all gonna fucking die. Um, so I didn't care enough to like
Why would
go
Jesus kill
over
us?
because we all fucked up. We're all fucking up 24/7, all day, every day, all day, every day. We're all fucking up. But so
Hell yeah, Vice, Vice synchronization. Let's go.
what?
We synchronized our vices.
What do you mean vices?
Like, do you not know the term vice?
I know what it's supposed to mean, but I don't know Gen Z vice.
Like a vice, like when you I'm using a correct form of vice, where it's
Okay, how the fuck am I supposed to know if you're using it correctly?
like smoking or drinking or eating. It's like a vice.
Yeah.
Like it's like something you do to cope. We synchronized our vices. You took a drink of your alcohol and I took a puff of my weed at the same time. We had a
Oh,
synchronized vice moment.
okay. You're getting me off track. Anyway, I'm big fucked for this thing. Putting aside the world ending bullshit, the path of totality. Now this is a total solar eclipse. It was a partial solar eclipse back in 2017. This is the I don't remember the last time, but they're saying it's like a once in a lifetime thing where it's like a total eclipse. The path of full totality, like 100%, goes straight through from, I believe, Houston all the way to Maine in the US, passes right over Cleveland, Ohio. Like dead center Cleveland. Like you draw a line straight through. Um so
They're gonna use the cover of the solar eclipse to get rid of Ohio. It's gonna be like in communist Russia where they would just like erase a guy, except they're gonna erase a whole state. The solar eclipse will be gone. Ohio is just gonna be barren land, and nobody will know anything about any of the inhabitants of Ohio.
um so the Ohio government is
The
saying
uncharted lands.
scorched earth. But so Ohio, the whole Ohio government is saying, Hey, we're looking. What's the population of Ohio?
3.
11.76 million people. All right.
What the fuck?
There's 11 million fucking people over here. That's a third of California.
And they'll all be gone in the blink of an eye after the solar eclipse.
So what the government is
Leveled,
telling us,
blast.
what the government is telling us is that we need to prepare for food, water, prepare for cell service to go down, transportation to be shut down, like highways and shit, because they're estimating because of the fact that this eclipse is getting marketed as a once in a lifetime opportunity and Ohio is in that range of totality that they're looking at just for next weekend we're looking at 100% increase in population for the weekend.
Oh, because a bunch of people are going to travel to see it.
Yes. So we're looking at Ohio. They're predicting that Ohio's going to go from almost 12 million to 24. They're looking at like over like 1 to 2 million people just all flocking to Ohio and surrounding states just for this once in a lifetime opportunity.
I'm booking my plane ticket. Let's go.
So
I got to see the eclipse.
schools are shut down, businesses are shut down, a
My
whole bunch of shit.
Jesus.
Look, all on the 8th. Basically the whole city of like Avon Lake, Westlake, those cities up north off Lake Erie, all shut down. All fucked. A lot of businesses are saying they'll just do half days because they don't want to miss out on like money for the whole day. But like that's from Houston all the way up to Maine. That's all I know about Ohio. I'm pretty sure it's the same for all of those states going up, though.
That's so wacky. So I don't know the map. I don't understand the map of the United States. So it's going from Houston to Maine, you said?
I believe
You
so,
don't have to
yeah.
you don't have to pull up an example for me, but
No, I'm pulling up an
it's
example for the
an example of the map of the United States.
yeah.
Okay. My only question was, is it going to pass Massachusetts or is it coming from the other direction toward Maine? Because I know those two states are close to each other.
Let's do this real cool. Fuck, it goes over here. Yeah, there we go.
Are we pulling that up? Jamie, pull that up.
I gotta do a little on-site editing real quick, but it's just so so it's going right. It's like a weatherman type situation here.
And now the clouds are rolling in on the
So
top of the morning.
as you can tell, it's not Houston to Maine, but it's going from Kerrville. Like it goes straight through the middle of I almost said downtown Texas. Straight through the middle of Texas. You take a little curve up through Indianapolis, uh, then hit Cleveland through Niagara Falls all the way up to Holton, Maine. Like straight across the Midwest right there. The last one I believe went from like Seattle down to Florida back in 2017.
Mm.
So, oh, this shows when it's gonna happen. Oh, that's so cool.
Oh shit, son. We got a sketty. Pop that sketty.
But yeah, that's what's going on with the eclipse. They're saying Now, if you line up the other one, it makes an X. If you line up a third one that happened before that, you're making weird like biblical symbols with it. They're saying this one goes. There's like a town in the Bible called Nineveh that God sent Jonah. You know Jonah and the whale, the dude who gets eaten by the whale. You know that story?
Sure.
Come on, it's like a kid's fucking thing. Whatever.
I said, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sure, I do.
God sent Jonah to Nineveh and was like, you need to take care of these people, convert them, or they will die. I'm paraphrasing. Jonah goes there, sees the shitty is like a thief town, like a city of thieves, and just decides, fuck this, dude. God doesn't know what he's fucking talking about. Fuck this. I don't need to listen to this, dude. I'm out of here. And that's when he goes and gets eaten by the whale. And it was prophesized that if Jonah eventually went back and like helped the city or whatever, but if Jonah never actually went back and helped, God was going to destroy the whole city, right? The whole city of Nineveh.
God fucking sucks, it seems like.
Dude, Old Testament God was a fucking G. Out here fucking destroying shit.
Sounds like a G damn asshole, you know what I'm saying?
But so the path of totality this time is going through, I believe, 3 or 4 cities called Nineveh.
Oh my fucking god.
And they're like, oh fuck, oh shit.
Oh, God,
there's another thing.
Fucking... Oh.
There's another thing in the Bible, I believe it's in Revelations, that someone somewhere said Jesus is going to return in like 2,000 years, and they're thinking that's this year.
In the year 24, someone
In the year,
said.
I don't know. There's that. There's also, they're predicting like history record cloud coverage, which they've never done before. They've never said, oh, it's gonna be fucking super cloudy on that day 2 months ahead. They can't. It's really hard to predict cloud cover, right? Like, you could see the clouds coming, but you don't know if they're gonna dissipate. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
So they're saying it's gonna be record cloudiness, and I'm paraphrasing again, but God was gonna come down during the rapture on a historical cloudy day, and everybody's freaking the fuck out about this shit. Surprisingly, they're not freaking out as bad as they did when COVID started happening, though.
Jesus is coming back. This is real. He's coming on the day of the solar eclipse. He's coming back. He's coming. I think Ben Shapiro's Jewish. I don't know why I'm doing Ben Shapiro. Well, the rapture is the rapture Jesus, or is the rapture God?
Both.
Do Jews believe in the rapture?
I don't know. I'm pretty sure the rapture is the second coming of Jesus.
Okay.
So I'm pretty sure it's a Christian thing or Catholic.
Well, the second coming of Jesus was Easter, wasn't it?
No. Jesus rose from the dead.
Yeah, that was his second coming.
No. The Jews
came back,
killed Jesus, and then he rose from the dead. It was his final miracle. It's predicted that Jesus will come back to Earth after he went back up to heaven after getting resurrected.
The second coming is the Christian belief that Jesus Christ will return to Earth after his ascension to heaven, which is said to have occurred about 2,000 years ago. The idea is based on the blah blah blah, blah blah blah. Okay, no, it seems like nobody can agree about the second coming.
Yeah, because yeah.
In the very small Wikipedia section entitled Specific Date Predictions and Claims, it reads, views about the nature of the Second Coming vary among Christian denominations and among individual Christians. Many specific dates have been predicted for the Second Coming, some now in the distant past, others still in the future. So, nobody could quite agree on what the fuck this is.
So you know, it's just one of those things. People think that this shit's gonna cause
I
fucking
had my second
chaos.
coming when I got home today. You know what I'm saying? Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Jizz.
Now, you're not supposed to look at the eclipse, right? You know you're not
I'm
supposed to do
aware.
that. Okay, I should I do like a little PSA?
Guys,
Don't look
listen.
at it. Don't look at
This
it.
is serious,
Go
okay?
to Walmart.
Don't.
Go on Amazon. Go get your little eclipse glasses. I don't know how they work.
Okay, yes. Okay, so now I'm giving the yes. Definitely get your eclipse glasses or don't look at the eclipse. That's my advice to you. Speaking of, I have a second piece of completely unrelated advice. Here's my advice to you, listeners. If you get advice from a podcast, bad idea. In fact, if you ever receive advice from a podcast, you should do the opposite of that advice. That's my second piece of advice to you. So those are my two pieces of advice. Don't look at the eclipse and do the opposite of whatever a podcast tells you to do for advice. Wow, stonewalled on that one.
I
Everyone's a
was
critic.
I was reading. I'm sorry. You want to hit me again with that?
No, of course not. That would be very cringy.
It's my OBS. There it is. But yeah. Be prepared. Don't take pictures of the eclipse. Apparently it ruins phone cameras as well.
Interesting.
But yeah. So after the eclipse happens, if I'm no longer here, the government blew up Ohio.
Nobody's gonna remember. They're gonna wipe you guys from existence. I'm gonna come back next week and be like, wow, how was I doing this podcast alone for 80 weeks? This feels
No,
doesn't feel it feels like
it's like
something's
the
missing.
Mandela effect. They're just gonna fill it in with Penguin.
Okay. Okay.
It's gonna fill it in with Penguin or Gingy. My
If I
YouTube
had
channel
to
just
if I
destroyed.
had to do Detour Ahead with somebody who isn't you, I don't think either of those people would be my first choice.
No, that's unfortunate.
Definitely not Gingy. Penguin might be up there. If you had to do this, if you had to pick somebody else to do this show with right now, and you had your pickings of any person you've worked with, who would it be? You have to replace me with somebody. Who would it be?
Hmm. I don't know if I could. It'd probably be Gingy, but
Really? Not Penguin? Did Gingy over Penguin?
it would be a mix of the both, honestly. I don't know if I could pick one or the other, but if
If
we're
you
talking if
if
we're
we're
talking
talking
about strictly availability, then it
in
would
this
be Gingy.
hypothetical, in this hypothetical, you're able to work out a schedule that works. You start doing just what we're doing now, a podcast every week, but with another person who's not me.
Oh, then Penguin.
Okay. Got
I
it.
thought you meant like realistically, like if you decided to stop doing this shit, I'd just go straight to Gingy.
I'm
And then
sure
occasionally get Penguin on.
I'm sure you could if I was gone and you need to keep the podcast, I'm sure you could work something out with Penguin. We haven't harassed Penguin enough to try to get her to do a podcast every week. I feel like it wouldn't be hard.
No, I mean, with her work schedule, it's a little wacky, but
You might have to like switch dates on the fly each week, but you could probably make it happen.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I
No,
wouldn't.
I'm gonna be cracking that whip if we start doing Podraculus again, which has come up a couple times. Crack that whip on her. But yeah, we're all gonna die.
We're all gonna
Solar
die.
eclipse, end of the world. Done.
What this is? It's just a big ball of light. I captured the sun.
It's captured the sun.
I'm trying to prevent the eclipse. I'm trying to prevent the eclipse over here. I got the sun right here.
Whoa, just take it easy, man.
That's why it's so dark over there. Riley's got lights on outside. I took the sun away. It's not that it's 8:30 at night.
No.
I didn't have any other notes written down.
Alex, were you a Drake and Josh kid? I forget if we've had this conversation.
I'm pretty sure we have, but I definitely watched Drake and Josh as the kid.
What's your do you have any favorite? I don't know if you remember particular episodes, but do you have any favorite Drake and Josh thing that you could think of?
I don't remember much.
I
haven't watched it in a while.
A moment in time.
Drake, where's the door? That's the only when they're building the treehouse. That's the only one I remember.
Where's the door hole?
Where's the door?
That is one of the very classic scenes. Do you remember the episode of Drake and Josh where there's a man who eats monkeys?
No.
That's a real some of the plots in season 4 get a little bit silly. There's an episode in season 4 of Drake and Josh where the plot is Drake and Josh are going to buy a car. Because they don't want to use their parents' car anymore. So their parents give the money to go buy like a used car at a dealership. And they go to the dealership, this used car dealership where there's a mascot who's a monkey. And somehow instead of buying a car, the car salesman convinces them to buy the monkey. So now Drake and Josh have a pet monkey. And then a strange man appears interested in buying the monkey from them. And they sell him the monkey, and then they find out he is a man who is wanted for eating monkeys.
Why does it
so
sound familiar?
They have to go save their new pet monkey from a man who eats monkeys.
That does sound familiar.
It's very, very wacky. I'm working on a script for a video essay about Drake and Josh, which is why it's on my mind. I don't know if I'll ever finish it or if I'll even be able to make it a reality because I no longer have an editor. I might try to play with it myself. I might contact some people I know and offer to pay them. I'll figure it out if I finish the script anyway. The premise of the script, this is a free sneak preview for you of a future project, folks. For sticking around all night, you get this little nugget. The script is about the episode Dune Bug. I'm sure you remember that. Everybody fucking remembers Dune Buggy. The episode where Drake and Josh gets a Dune Buggy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the script I'm writing is about that episode and how I think it is the perfect Drake and Josh episode. Not my favorite one, but the perfect one. Like as an introduction to Drake and Josh, it is the perfect episode. And I'm writing a little video essay about it. So
just
hopefully
that one episode.
Now that I mean, there are other episodes that are also good, but the topic of this particular video essay is just how I think this episode is the perfect, like it represents Drake and Josh perfectly. Like if you wanted to show somebody Drake and Josh, you would show them Dune Buggy, in my opinion, and that's kind of what the video essay is elaborating on.
Okay, that makes sense.
So get hyped for that, everybody.
I need to get the YouTube channel back up and running. It's been a couple months since I've uploaded a video.
My YouTube channel is also pretty dead. The last non-live stream upload on there is a Issue Crew clip from 4 months ago. I've been streaming on there, but I would like to make videos too. I recorded a Nuzlocke, but then my editor quit. So I don't know if that's ever going to come out.
I don't think find a new editor.
I don't think I'm going to bother with it because, spoiler alert, I did lose in 4 episodes. So I'm not really going to put too much effort forth into getting that out there. But if I want to do more things in the future, I'll have to either learn to do it myself or find somebody to pay.
You're gonna have to find someone to pay.
What do you fucking? You have no. You don't have any faith in me that I'll learn how to video edit, Alex? You don't think I'm capable?
Might take you a little bit.
I'm a fucking genius. Okay?
Quit
I'm
fucking with
fucking
your hair. Jesus Christ.
I it's gotta be a certain way, okay?
Tuck
That's my
it. So
autism.
take it from here and tuck it just into your fucking headphones so you don't have to mess with it.
Oh shit. Does that work? Hold on. Okay, I tried. I don't know if that quite did what I wanted to do, but we'll see. Okay. Don't fucking facepalm me, you piece of shit.
Oh. Just tuck it into
Whoa.
your headset.
Just take it easy, man.
I
Doesn't
take
work
my
that
headset
way.
off. I go like this, and I push my hair back so it stays out of the way.
It doesn't work that way because it's like curved.
Dude,
It's like this is what
motherfucker,
I'm trying to keep
take
out
your
of my
headset.
face. This right here.
This is a video
It's hard
tutorial.
to
If you have
tuck
long
that
hair,
into my headset.
if you have long hair, you take it, you go like this, and you drag it across, and that's how you get it out of your way. It's like a headband.
Don't fucking look at me like that.
Your video paused, by the way. Oh, there you go. What do you mean, don't look at you like that?
Don't look at me like that.
It's not that hard. You take it off, you go. It's not that hard.
What do you fucking mean, dude?
Alright. This part. The top part. Not down. Forward and back.
Okay, I see what you're saying. That did not work.
You put. Alright. You're not paying attention. You take the headset.
Yeah.
Hold the headset. And just put it right over your ears. You're bringing it forward. Just go straight back and line it up. Don't go back then forward, and that pushes it forward. Is that better?
Except for this little strand.
You need a haircut.
No, it's great.
You need a haircut.
When it looks good, it looks great.
You need a haircut.
No, I don't. Fuck you.
I need a haircut. My hair is long. I need to get it cut.
A hot chick said my hair looked good.
Which one? What's her name?
What do you mean, which one?
What's her name? Dox her right now.
I don't know. I'm not gonna dox her.
Tell me where she lives.
Tell me where she lives. Tell me where you live.
We started a whole other podcast, but I knew that it was not gonna. I knew the Dick Masterson references weren't gonna completely disappear from this show.
No, we're Dick Show adjacent now. We can't
Dick
escape
Show
that.
adjacent.
We now fall into the very broad podcast category of a Dick Show adjacent.
Yeah, that is fair. But I don't really have anything else left to talk about.
No, I think we can wrap this one up. We should. Part of me is feeling like the camera episodes are somehow like ruining our flow, but it doesn't help that we haven't.
There hasn't been much going on.
It doesn't help that we haven't come in with like a big topic prepared yet. So I think we should really put our heads together. And next week, we gotta have our cams on and we gotta have a big topic prepared. We gotta do a real style Detour Ahead episode.
Yeah, we've been formless for too long. No more formless for a bit.
Yeah, this is the last formless cast for a while again.
No, just name it "We're All Gonna Die" with a picture of the
Yeah.
eclipse and people screaming or some shit like that. Don't fuck with your camera,
I accidentally fucked it up earlier and I was just putting it back.
motherfucker. I'm gonna buy you a ring light
What
for
the
the
fuck is a
back,
ring
just
light?
for the back. A ring light. It's a circle light that gives off a lot of light facing forward at you.
Oh, I
Yeah.
didn't know that was a thing that was
Go
real.
on Amazon. They're like $20. I'll literally buy you a ring light if we're going to keep doing this.
I just need a lamp.
You don't need a lamp. You need a light facing you. I
just
have
need to-
3 monitors.
If I just could turn a light on, that would also work. But this room does not have a light to turn on. But if I get a lamp, it will serve that purpose.
I'm going to get you a tiny little ring light about this big. It clips onto the top of your monitor. I'll send you a picture.
I have a laptop, Alex.
Yes. It clips onto laptops.
It's a tiny little baby monitor.
Yeah, it clips onto laptops. You'll be fine.
Okay. I'll take the free shit. We'll see if it works.
It will work, because that's the one I was going to buy, but all my monitors are curved on the back, so they're not flat, so I can't put anything on top of them. But, alright.
Alright, Alex. Where can our fucking listeners find you?
If you
little
have
rascal.
not already been listening and or watching on the Kolichi YouTube channel, you can find us over there. You can also find us on... You can also listen and watch us over on Spotify. And you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, yeah. Based. You can find me at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe. That's Riely Cinematic Universe for all your Riely needs. So many projects and podcasts and shit you can watch. Big Guy, Little Guy is back. That's my if you want a YouTube channel to subscribe to, I know people like their YouTubes. Big Guy, Little Guy. We're firing on all cylinders, folks. We had a little bit of a my Let's Play show had to become a podcast for 3 weeks because our technology situation got fucked. But now Andrew has a new computer. We're back in full force. Our lost Let's Plays from the session before his computer broke are out, where we're doing a new session tomorrow. It's going to be great. Big Guy, Little Guy. Subscribe now, or we'll kill you. And many more at linktr.ee/Riely Cinematic Universe.
Thank you everybody so much for watching to Detour Ahead.
For watching to Detour Ahead.
Yeah. Thank you everybody
Thank you
so
all
much
for watching to Detour Ahead.
Thank you everybody so much for watching and listening. Watching to Detour Ahead.
Thank you for watching to Detour Ahead, everyone. Have a good night.
Fuck off.